Okay, we're recording. Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy. I'm going to be going over tonight exactly how to launch an online business, whether it be Get Fearless Freedom. We have an offer called 7K Medals, and you may have heard about our community here from a friend, or maybe you sent this opportunity tonight from an email, or you might have invited someone from social media. However you got here, we're an amazing group of people. I feel I'm pretty biased, but I'm going to be talking with my partner, Rick. We've developed a system almost a year ago. I think it was a year ago. What is it, March, Rick?
No, we launched it the 1st of May.
May. Okay. See, I knew it was an M month. So happy March 1st, everybody. So it's almost a year, but we've been teaching and training people almost every single Monday night exactly how to make some money with us online. And so for me, I have taught and mentored, coached over probably 4,000 people. I've launched my own product. This is our own product. We're going to talk about Get Fearless Freedom, how you can plug into it, and how you can start marketing your business. That is the biggest thing online. Is there's a lot of people that say, well, you know what, I ran out of family and friends. That's what I get a lot. Same with Rob. Okay, Rob is my son. He's also a co-owner of this collab that we've put together, and he teaches Facebook marketing. So for example, like today we just had a team meeting, and he teaches how to build downlines with Facebook, for example. So he has a big organization. So it's very, very simple strategies that we use. I personally take 90 minutes out of my day, or maybe longer sometimes if I need more leads, but I usually am just taking Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm heading up. I was just talking about heading up to the mountains. We jump in the Nissan. We're gone. Like, we take day trips. That's my lifestyle. I like to create my businesses around my lifestyle, because with the technology and the tools that we have online, that's what we can do, right? We don't have to sit behind our computer. We don't have to cold call. We don't have to do all those kinds of marketing. In fact, when I first joined 10 years ago, that was one of the things my sponsor said to me. And I says, I don't have the time to sit down and take a list out and cold call everybody. No way. Are you kidding me? So I figured out that video marketing, number one, it's probably my number one way that I generate leads online, is through video marketing. Facebook, I upload videos to Facebook all the time. I do some Facebook marketing, not as much as my son, but we want to always say what I'd say 80% of the time people are looking for another home-based business. So you always want to be in front of them. Like, if they're in something, maybe they're not quite happy, or maybe they're in something and they don't know how to market it. So somehow, some way they find us. Okay. So we have a customer base that is using our system. I'm going to share my screen. Rick is actually the programmer. So if you've never met a programmer, here's Rick. I did, before I met Rick, I never met a programmer before, because they hide. They hide.
Yeah, for good reason.
For good reason. Usually you don't see the programmers behind the websites. Now, unless someone else has seen it. Have you ever seen a programmer, Anthony? Have you ever met a programmer online? Nope. Nope. Julie, had you ever before you met Rick? No, me neither.
Nope.
No, David's shaking his head no. Like, no one ever has met a programmer. Well, here's Rick. He's been programming and putting together websites for 22 years. I almost said that last week, 2,200 years, but I slipped. How many years, Rick?
I've been a computer engineer for 34 years. And I've been doing just websites, working online from home. We're doing websites since 2012.
That's pretty
just about everything in between.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So people like that are new to the Zoom, like Edith, I hope you guys don't mind if I interact with everybody a little bit here, okay? But new people, Shelly, I think this is your first Zoom coming online here with the Fearless Elite crew. So see, this is the thing. We like to always know who we're working with, right? Like that's the biggest thing with online business opportunities is the fact that people don't know who they're working with. So that's another reason why we like to do these Zooms. But there's real simple steps to take to get someone to join your opportunity. And I've really narrowed it down. There's 4 steps, okay? Whether you're in 7K metals, gift fearless freedom, those are the 2 income streams that I'm using right now in order to create residual income. I said residual because I used to just do member to member, and every single month I'd have to start all over again. Today's March 1st, for example. Well, I know I have residual income coming in this month. It's a beautiful thing knowing that, right? So we're going to teach exactly how to do that tonight. So I hope everybody's ready. Let's just do this, okay? Let's share the screen. I hope that I can share. One second here. Let me back up. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Okay, so can everybody see this? It's basically the back office of Gift Fearless Freedom. Now, I'm going to show you guys some of these capture pages I've been working on and that are converting right now. Whether you're in 7K Metals or Gift Fearless Freedom, I'm going to say both opportunities I've been working hard on, and everybody that's on the Zoom knows that I love to have systems do the selling and telling for me. Because again, if a person asks me, well, what is this about? I may not be in a good mood that day. And I may not be so chipper and say, this is exactly what it does, and this is exactly what it's about. Maybe I'm having a bad hair day, right? So I will send them my information like I did tonight, Edith, for you and for Howie, because you're going to be connected with Howie and Rob. So I sent Edith my capture page. Guess what, Edith? The capture page is right back here that I sent you. And I have it hooked up to a domain name. So what I saw is I saw you actually went to my site. Yep, we can actually see these things. We're not psychic, but we do see, have little tools. So I sent you with something that said work with us today.info, for example. So Edith is a lead off of the internet. I don't know Edith. She's not my next door neighbor. She's online. So this is what Edith did. She went to my website. She liked it. She saw what she read what she, on there right on the site, and she entered her email address. She went to what we call a bridge page or a landing page to learn about the offer that we're marketing. I got an email notification saying that she indeed opted into my sales funnel. See why I love sales funnels? You want to see what a sales funnel flow should be looking like? All you should be doing and thinking about all day long is putting all your leads at the top of this funnel. 1,000 leads, 2,000 leads, 5,000 leads, whatever you want to do. Don't think you're going to get inundated, because see that funnel? What it's going to do for you, it's going to sift and sort, sift and sort, sift and sort. This is one of the humanizing the digital realm touch points, the Zoom tonight. So let's say Edith is now at stage 2. She's a prospect. So people have emailed, my team has emailed, they know they can email to their list of these Zooms. They don't have to do any telling, selling, or explaining. I'm doing it for them. Then tonight, she's going to be in the 10, and the number 10, the stage 3. She's going to join tonight. She didn't know she's going to join tonight, but she's going to join tonight. So she's going to become a customer of Howie's. Now Howie gets a member, and he gets a Get Fearless Freedom member. Boom, boom. 1-2. The 1-2 punch. We used to call it that back in the day, 1-2 punch. So see how simple this is? A lot of people online, let's just take a vote here. Don't you think a lot of people online actually make this stuff complicated just to keep making you buy more and more and more? They do, don't they? They create all these kinds of companies, and you got to have this, you got to have that, mentoring and things like that. I'm giving you guys literally what my mentor didn't teach me, and I had to learn about sales funnels. I mean, I went to a Dan Kennedy event, and I said, okay, there's different niches. Did you know that there's even like niches for pet pigs? Like there's a whole community of niches that love pet pigs, for example. And then they sell information marketing on pet pigs. Robbie's laughing, but it's the truth. I think he's laughing because we have javelina, those wild pigs here in Arizona. So what we are is we're in the business opportunity space. Well, how do you get those leads into that funnel, you're asking? Well, you create a funnel. You create a funnel with our system. Okay. This is what you have. You have a funnel, you have that thought process in your head now. Like Rick said, he won't be able to get my my voice out of his head tonight, and you guys probably won't either. You're gonna think sales funnels all night long. Sleep sales funnels. This is what I do. I sleep leads pouring into my business, pouring into my Aweber, getting onto my Aweber list all day long. And I'm not doing a thing except for tour guiding them to the next step. Isn't that cool? So you're going to have the 1,000 leads. I mean, that's just an example, a hypothetical, because you're probably thinking 1,000 leads. Wow, what's the cost to that? All that kind of stuff, Tammy. Well, it's not as bad as you think. Not with online marketing. Used to be back in the day when Rob's dad and I who, owned a mortgage broker company. I used to have to go to CPAs, attorneys, all those offices, knock, 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 knock on the door. So did Bob all the time. Do you want us to help you with your clients close their, the repo, like repossess, foreclosures back in the day? So, I mean, I've been an entrepreneur for 33 years. So all I've been doing is marketing for our businesses. That's it. It's in my blood. So when I came online, I knew I would have to get that know, like, and trust immediately with people, right? Just like if you were to meet them in person, they want to get to know who you are right away. And so with our funnels and with our systems and things like that, they'll get to know, like, and trust you right away. For example, this bridge page where Edith just landed on, she can see that there's my contact number, full disclosure. Same with Valerie Williams on here. She saw that I was transparent. She joined. She entered her name, email address. She gave me a little message. I got that in my email and I called her up. So it's very simple. It makes and it takes the guesswork out of how to actually build an online business. It really does. When you have a marketing funnel, when you have a sales system, and I'll show you a bunch of my campaigns here tonight. We have a lot of new people on this call, a lot of new people that haven't joined yet and that are going to be joining yet. So even if you're listening to this recording, you know you will be. This is a new one. You like how I use the wording like they will be? It's all psychology online. How to make a consistent 10K a month from home in the next 90 days. This is a new one. Rob, you haven't even seen it yet. So this is something I just saw and came up with while Rick and I were on our working Zoom today, for example. So where would they go next? They would go next to my Get Fearless Freedom, our Get Fearless Freedom. Of course, they're going to ask me to verify that I'm not a robot because I'm on my own list multiple times. So it's probably asking me why am I wanting to be on my own list again. And then they're going to land on a sales page like this. Okay. And we're always improving. Rick's got some exciting stuff to show and share in the next few weeks. But this is all done through here, guys. So I have steps. Don't worry. There's actual steps, 4 steps. And 4 steps to getting your sales funnel and your business launched. That is it. That's how easy this is. I'll show you a really good converting one right now. For anyone that's building the silver and gold business, this one here is converting very high. I know Anthony, Janie, all you guys are using something similar to this. Again, how we're building our teams is through funnels. Now, of course, you can share it. You can share, network marketing companies with your link. You can. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just giving you guys options and how I do things because a lot of people like to know. So this is behind the scenes stuff. Same thing here. It's a really short headline. You can use this in one of our paid providers that I give out. We're going to have that filled in the back pretty soon as well. So that's a real simple. So you set up the capture page, you direct it to a bridge page. The email follows up at the point where you're going to get their contact information, and hopefully Valerie from California is on here because you just asked me today. The point where you're going to get their phone number and how to contact and call them is right here if they fill this page out, okay? It's very simple. So that's where you're going to get their phone number. And usually they say right in the message to me, I want to get a spot on your team. That's what they say in the emails. People are very nice. They won't bite your head off. So far I haven't gotten my head bit off at all by anybody, right? Rick, it's still here. You want to add anything? Because I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that They get a little shy and a little worried that maybe someone, their head might get, like chewed out or something. Oh my God, No, it's actually people are looking for a way to make money right now online. Right? Did I break that down pretty easy for people tonight? It's a pretty easy system. Simple.
Yeah. I mean, it's simple when somebody explains it. We tend to overcomplicate everything. Nothing can be that easy. Is the thought process that a lot of people have. I did when I first started. Um, it's like it can't be that easy. It's not just that's all I got to do, and this thing works and it sifts and it sorts and it works for me. It doesn't seem. It seems too good to be true until you actually do it, and you find out that it does work. So we tend to overcomplicate things, even like in Get Fearless Freedom. I've gotten so many comments on how simple everything is. But yet we still have people that say it's complicated, I can't do it. And I think those people a lot of times are just what they call failure to launch. They look for a reason to not start. And that's the hardest part about any of this is just starting. Just do it. Even if you do it wrong, you're going to learn something. You'll learn not to do it like that again. And you may learn a better way to do it than, what Tammy and I know. Who knows? But, trust me, I've made my share of mistakes, both with this stuff and many other things in life. I have 2 ex-wives that will agree with that. Trust me, I made a lot of mistakes. But, we try to make this as easy as it can be. And on or about April 1st, we'll be launching a whole new interface to Get Fearless Freedom with more features, more functionality, and hopefully even easier than it is now. If I can do it, I will do it. But it's going to have some more features. And if you're in now, your price will not go up. I'm not sure if the price is going to go up, for people buying in. I don't know yet. But if you're in now, your price will not go up. You will be grandfathered in no matter what. Your price will never your monthly price will never increase, no matter what. And I know a lot of people, a lot of systems and stuff out there are like, well, you know what? We just did all these new features and these upgrades, so you got to pay us more, or you get kicked out. And I find that to be pretty unethical. You guys have been with us from here on out, so I want you to stick with us. And,
yeah, I saw the back office that Rick showed me today, and I love it. It's going to be totally different design of this. I mean, it's pretty darn simple. This right here, we have Craigslist auto, like you said, Rick, before. I mean, we listen to our members. We listen to the people that do want to market with us online and drive traffic. And by the way, remind me, I want to talk about the co-op and who's interested in the co-op for 7K tonight. So this is the thing, is it's continuing to build your list and your following and your list and your following. And a lot of people have asked me, well, how do you get to silver rank? How do you get to bronze rank? How do you do this sort of stuff? It's one person at a time. That's how I did it. One person at a time, one person on my list each time. Each time you get a lead, it's a person. It's an eyeball. It's a human being. It's a heartbeat that's getting on your list. Does that make sense? So Rick has made it super simple. We have the dashboard where there's 4 steps to action. I don't know about you guys, but I like to take action fast. I don't like to wait around, figure out what's going to happen. What's going to happen tomorrow? Oh gosh, oh no, the dog ate my homework type thing. But I like to get people into fast action. That way, once they see that momentum and fast action, guess what? They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. They're going to refer more people to what Rick and I are doing, what Rob's doing, what Rick, Rob, and I are doing. The 2 R's there. R&R. But we don't have no rest. No, I'm just kidding. So these are the campaigns. You go in here, you create, actually, excuse me, let me go back. You go to templates, and I'll show you guys this. This is going to change up a little bit too. So David, once you log in here and you want to launch your business, you want to say, okay, today is the day. I'm going to do it. Well, you go in here and you click out a capture page, you pick it. So right here, there's a call to action. Yes, please tell me why. So of course, you're going to want to make sure this is a question mark. Excuse me, a question statement, right? So for lead capture page 3, it says, let me in. So of course, you're going to want to create what I just created here. Something like this. Anyone can do this. Let me in. And people, like I said, love the fact that they can edit these pages. Valerie Williams, for example, you can, take what I've been doing. You can, take the wording and then launch it. And it's real simple. And then you can tie it to your Aweber if you want to collect leads on your Aweber. You don't have to if you don't want. For those people that don't really want to do Aweber, but just let me tell you something here. Valerie, for example, let me just stop screen share. How many emails did you get from me, Valerie, before you decided to join me in something? I'd like to do examples. How many emails was I might have asked you this on another Zoom. I got to unmute you. 1 second.
You can't unmute people. They have to unmute themselves.
Oh, that's right. You got to unmute yourself. Whoops. There you are.
I got a lot of emails.
A lot. How many is a lot? Like 2 years, 1 year,
Yeah.
1 month?
For this particular campaign, I would probably say maybe I got about 3 or 4.
Okay.
For 7K.
Perfect. And then I think you said to me you've been following me for years, for example. So you never know.
Yeah, on some other or different one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's one thing that I want the Get Fearless Freedom or Fearless Elite crew, like Crystal calls us, is for people to understand that we are marketers. We are trainers. We are a group of individuals that really care about other people's results. And that is the reason why we're carefully always picking the correct offers online. I do extreme due diligence whenever I launch or put in another offer. And Rick and I and Rob, we do extreme, work to make sure all these systems are working and making sure everything's there for you. The training, what's on the sales page is actually in the back office training. See, that's a pet peeve of mine, and it's a pet peeve of Rick's, is to have, yeah, you know what I'm going to say, Rick, is to have an offer and it doesn't have what you bought it, and it doesn't have what you wanted in the back. It's craziness. I know Bitcoin opportunities right now going down the tubes because not working.
One thing I wanted to mention, specifically on the Aweber and the emails and the follow-up and stuff like that, is that a lot of people are under the misconception that if I just drive a bunch of traffic to a sales page, I'll get a bunch of sales. The problem with that is you might get some, but you're going to get about 1 out of every 5,000 visits, if you're lucky. The sales come through the follow-ups. The sales come through the emails afterwards. So if I'm using Aweber, or you can use any autoresponder, but we only integrate with Aweber. If you're doing that, like today, I sent out an email. I sent it to a few different, I have several lists. I sent it to a few of my lists. I sent it to 3,000 people in about 10 minutes. I sent an email to 3,000 people in 10 minutes. Now, are all of them gonna, show up to the Zoom or go to the page I'm promoting? No, but some of them will, and some of them will eventually get the, like Tammy was saying, the know, like, and trust factor. They'll get to know, they'll get a feeling of who I am, and hopefully they'll start to like me and trust me. And those are the people that will buy from you. The people that know, like, and trust you are the ones that buy from you. Mm-hmm. Strangers seldom buy from you. It happens, don't get me wrong, but it's usually the people who have been following you for a little while. I've read, I don't know how many different statistics, but the most common one I've heard is it takes between 15 and 20 interactions before somebody purchases from you. Now, I've heard that all the way up to 100, and I've heard it at 3, but 15 to 20 seems to be about the number range that I hear the most. So it takes me 15 to 20 times emailing these people before they really consider purchasing from me. And then of course, the price of the purchase makes a difference. So, if I'm selling something for $100, 100 to 500, it's going to take a little longer for somebody to make that purchase. If I'm selling something for $7, I'll probably going to sell a lot of those real quick.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make near as much. That's why, like Tammy, she used to do member to member high ticket a lot. Those are great. Trust me. You get a $5,000 check in the mail, it feels pretty good. Unfortunately, as soon as you get that $5,000 check, you're starting back at ground zero. You got to do it again and keep doing it. Where we work with residual systems now in Get Fearless Freedom, you have the choice of a one-time payment or a residual payment. That's your choice. Either $50 a month or one-time upfront $200. Now, I will say, I think it's the last calculation I did was 82% of our users stick around for more than 6 months. I mean, that's saying something pretty good about the system to begin with. But if they're sticking around for more than 6 months, you're making more in residual payments than what you are a one-time $200 payment. But, some people like that money up front first. It's all up to you. So we give you the choice on that. Now, I have no idea where I was going with that. I'm a programmer. I don't know. I'm a computer guy. I'm a geek. I am a geek. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not a sales guy, but trust me. The greatest thing when Tammy and I came up with the idea of it, we talked about it for months before we actually implemented any of this. And what we wanted was something generic that anybody can use for any opportunity out there.
Right.
And that it be a collaborative effort, that, we have a community like we have, like you're seeing right now, that all work together, one helping another, and then we all benefit that way. Nothing works better than a community. So with that, I will hand it back to Tammy.
Yeah, that was perfect. I mean, the thing is what Rick and I want to share with everybody tonight is the residual aspect of this. Or, hey, maybe you want a $200 payment, and maybe the person wants to pay, the $47 a month. See what I'm saying? Over time. So it's really up to you and that person that you get involved in your business. So right here is where you just go to the affiliate information, and then you just fill this out. You can scroll down, and of course, a lot of this is going to be upgrades. It's going to be different. But and I saw, like I said, a sneak peek of it today, so I'm pretty excited about it. But that is the number one question whenever someone joins me in a home-based business is, well, how do I market it? Did you know that's the number one question I get? Tammy, I love this opportunity, but how do I market it? David said it to me. He's shaking his head. Yes, it's the truth. Bonnie's sitting there. She's like, yes, like that's the truth. I mean, we can learn all about the products and things like that we have online, but to get it out there and to get exposure to our business, now that's another story. I personally like paid traffic. I usually run between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday paid traffic so that I can get a bunch of people in my pipeline. And again, I taught way back, Bob and we taught mortgage brokers how to do this. We used to run ads in the newspaper, but we'd never have a capture page. We never created a database. I didn't know how to do it back then. I don't know if they had systems back in the day when we did mortgages. Maybe a mortgage broker that's on here right now, maybe someone knows that that's what you do. You just have a CRM, right? A lot of people call it CRMs. But that's basically why I wanted to talk about tonight. So we can take this whatever direction anyone wants to take it to, but the community that we have is great. It keeps growing. We want people to understand that they can come here and they can ask any question. Rob, what did you want to add to this? I know that you like the fact that your prospects get followed up without you having to follow up manually. That's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Hi guys. Hopefully the lighting's okay here. I'm in like a resort here. So the lighting is a little tough, but hold on here.
You're fine.
Okay, yeah. So what I like about the Give Fearless Freedom is, number one is our minds really, it's kind of interesting how the smartphone has evolved our minds. But what happens is our mind, our brain, we can't remember all the people we talk to. We only really have like a light vision on people who we talk to, like the top people at our text messages, the top people in Facebook Messenger, Instagram, etc. Right? So what I like about the system is it actually helps you follow up, and then it captures all those people. I know it for firsthand. I've talked to a lot of people, and I actually, it's funny because they'll message me like their business link, and I'll tell them, well, hey, we got Give Fearless Freedom. We also have 7K. But what is really crazy is, and this is a real statistic on what I've personally calculated, that almost 90% of the time they don't have a capture page. They don't have a system. They don't even I mean, every time they give me the link, it's always the company's page. And what I was taught, even by my mom, but even it kind of makes sense, is you want to personalized, right? It's like when you buy a brand new car, do you just let it be, as factory? A lot of people do, but for me, I like to, put window tint on. I like to put the seat to my custom, driving capabilities. And that's what it is with your business. You have to take control of how you want to market a product. And a lot of folks, you may have other offers, you may have 7K, but what you ultimately have to realize is a autopilot system in the modern 2021 day is truly what you need. Gone are the days of, I can just remember it. Gone are the days, a little Rolodex, on your desk, right? It's Rolex or roll, I don't know, whatever it is. I fumble with words
Rolex,
occasionally.
Rolodex.
Yeah. But what I really like it because one of the problems I personally had, and this is, I'm not going to mention names, but I actually had a very similar product. It's actually a well-known company out there. And you know what they told me? Oh, well, just email, and email's great. But here's the thing. There's not a lot of systems where you can actually get on a Zoom at Monday and Wednesday, and you actually can talk to Rick, the programmer. Now, coding is actually a very, very hard thing. It is not for the faint of heart. A lot of people, they run it off. They get mad at Apple. They write a review. Hey, you didn't update my iPhone or whatever. Do you even realize what goes into that? Like, that's actually one of the craziest things. I have the biggest respect for programmers, because it's not just let me fix this problem. It's actually the lineage of all the other things that you have to fix. Now, the big thing is not only you get a community where you have my mother, myself, and then you have Rick, or I meant Rick, my mother, and myself. That's what I meant. But you're able to actually talk, right? Like actually on a Zoom, and then pinpoint how you can grow your business to the next level. Now, what for me, I use this actually with 7K. Now, a lot of people think I'm an organic marketer. I use Instagram, I use Facebook, I use, all that. But what's funny is everyone I talk to, I always get them through the capture page. Always. It's not a matter of not, and that's even people I even knew. Like that's even people I even know that I could give a raw link to, because I want to get them on an email list, right? And help them in the future. Because what happens if Instagram tomorrow goes offline? Like literally instant like that. Facebook has the capability. Look at last year, everyone freaked out. You have to build even an email, but the good thing is these are on servers. You can back it up to your list, right? Your actual, I call it physical virtual, but essentially a list. And so when you can build your following off of that, and then for the price point, I mean, I always tell people, do you want a PlayStation 4 for your kid, or ability to actually have a multi-million-dollar home and a business for your family? So the cost of getting into Get Fearless Freedom, it's extremely cheap. I mean, you're talking the monthly is basically less than a cell phone bill. You have the ability to cross scale your business. So like the ability to literally keep going and up and up and up, and also implement it and put it together in with 7K. And when we were going to talk about, for anyone wanting to know about 7K, that is an offer that is, you know, part of our community. We love precious metals, we love gold and silver, but we have a community behind that where we can actually help people not only collect coins but also make residual income. So that's a huge thing for me. I really love coins, and I'm going to show you. I have them in my pocket here.
We just picked up one.
I just got this one. I just got an MS-70 brand new. That's in Alabama. And then I just picked up this as well. That's another kangaroo coin I got ordered. I got like 10 of those. I got more coming. And I got right here, this is a Muhammad Gandhi. Actually, this is one of my favorite guys in history, Muhammad Gandhi. He was born on my birthday, actually.
Born on his.
So he was on my birthday and I was born on his, or whatever. I was born on his birthday. But yeah, no, I'm not perfect, right? That's the thing. The system's perfect. No, I'm just kidding. No, it legitimately really is. It's tailored and programmed to be that, to take the mistakes out of everyday, you know, that we come across. But
yes,
the thing is when you have, here's the thing, you get really excited. You get really like, oh my gosh, I got everything. You get scatterbrained. You get really like, I don't know where to go, to the right or left. And with a system that actually intelligently goes in and a person opts in and it actually filters them out, and then all the steps to do that, a lot of people go, okay, well, wait a minute, now I have to have a million things just to do that, what you're talking about. No, right here you have a funnel, and then the system, the way it's built from the core the core structure of everything, this implements with our strategies of lead generation and how you can take your business like 7K, you know, if you have something else maybe, or if you want to just promote Get Fearless Freedom. I know a lot of people want to just promote Get Fearless Freedom, but this is the beauty about, you know, I call it the Monday night, like, you know, the opportunity, right? It's an opportunity, but it's the ability, because we're all at home, right? A lot of us are stuck at home. You know, your governor's telling you, keep in your home. And I look at that. There's multiple ways of looking at that. You can reflect on your past and go, oh my gosh, I really want that old life back. Or you can work and look around it and go, wait a minute, this is an opportunity. I have the internet. Yes, check mark. I have you know, a community that I know, like people that I've talked to in the past, check mark. And I also know that they want that too. And so when you implement that and you wrap it all together and you have it in a product like this, where it's just funnel. And the beautiful thing is, I like about this is I have a lot of friends that try to pitch me. If you don't think that's not the thing, you know, if I'm immune to that, that's not true. No, I don't care. Whatever I present to them, they throw it back my way. Well, you know, one thing that they don't have is a beautiful funnel that you're able to connect with a programmer and connect with the company owner, and you're able to talk and actually implement all the things together and actually launch your business to the next level. Now, you know, there's a lot of wording, there's a lot of motivational stuff out there on Zooms and other people. But the thing is you got to understand, on a humanistic level, we got to humanize the digital realm, because everyone's rah and tee-heeing and talking about how their business is the greatest thing on the planet. But what happens is, at the end of the day, they're never telling you that there's a system like this, but also to actually filter that into the ability where I can talk to you one-on-one, and there are people that are serious. That way, then I can get on a humanistic level of talking to people. And now my background, I used to work at Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, all these customer service jobs. So I'm used to being in front of people. I'm used to talking and right in their face, right? The thing is when I looked at it and I started getting online, I started looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. There's a lot of systems out there and they are very robotic. Like literally the people, they don't even want to talk to you. There's not a community, and whatever is offered behind that or what you want to attach to it, that it's like dull. It's like, you know, everyone's in the rah, like I made $1 million. Here's my Lamborghini, here's my Ferrari, but they're not even being human. They're not even being human about it. They're not even actually helping, you know, create a system. So that's my input. I know you,
Yeah,
no, it's
no,
been
that's good perspective.
but that's my input from even beginning, and that's I've been in this for 3 years now plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, I'm teaching my kids. I mean, they're doing this with me, and I'm like, can you share a website? And they're like, yeah. So same thing here. Can you guys share a capture page? Sure, you can. If someone asks you for more information online, you put up a post about 7K, for example, or Get Fearless Freedom. Yes, send them a capture page. In fact, we have many people. I think Tim, he's joining. He just sent me an email. He just sent Jeannie an email, Dr. Terry an email. That's the proof right there. He's joining tomorrow. See how that works because of the email that he got. So it's very easy. I'm going to bring out Crystal because she just popped on. How are you doing, Crystal? Did you want to share how simple? And I've taught you how to do this method. You've been working with alongside Rick and I and Rob for past couple years now. And that's the thing. You are a busy stay-at-home mom. So you needed to have a system that would share your 7K metals business with, for example.
Right. That's the thing is that with this system that we have here, it's so easy to be able to email your list. And if they have questions, you know, that 18-minute video is right there. So it answers so much that you're not having to tell the story. And third-party validation is always huge. And to me, that 18-minute video is that. So it opens and closes a person. So, you know, it really alleviates a lot of time that a person doesn't have, especially if you're working at part-time. I myself am doing it full time, like you are, Tammy and Robert and Frank and them. And so that's what's so nice about this is that it's just an autopilot and it's working in the background. Like when you let's for instance, I got a lead at 4:13 in the morning, you know, so it's or like at midnight, you know, people get off work and they're looking at wherever you're posting these your funnel to, and they're opting in to hear more. And so that's what's so easy and convenient about it is that it's constantly working for you at all hours of the day. If you're actually working or not, it is. So that's how it alleviates so much time and energy on your part. And the system, you know, the Get Fearless system, you guys, this is just so easy. I've been able to do like a handful of new campaigns back there, and there's an unlimited amount that you can do back there. But I've done them in a matter of 10 minutes between getting it set up a new Aweber list to getting my new capture page because I changed up word depending on what target audience I'm going after. So it's so easy. It's for the newbies and everybody. It's all right there. You know, I've never had a system that's been so easy to use. I've been in other ones, and for one, it's more expensive, and they don't give you pages that are already done, and all you have to do is, you know, change the wording up and you know, put your own link in and things like that.
Yeah. And you're running a similar page like this, right? And
Correct. Yes.
And I taught that on one of the Zooms, and oh my gosh, it's like, wow, this one's converting very high. If anyone knows anything about conversions, that means like, let's say Crystal runs 100-click solo ad, for example. So Crystal would be able to run a page like this. She takes, you know, these words, and we can create whatever we want, and then runs an ad, 100-click solo ad. She may get between 40 to 45 opt-ins, human eyeballs, heartbeats onto her list that are taking a look at her offer. Does that make sense to people tonight? So that's a very high converting page. Now, it depends on your page. So I know like Lori's asked me these questions. It depends on your page. It depends on, like Crystal said, she gets opt-ins while she's sleeping. I do too. So they're not calling us though. Well, sometimes we get phone calls in the middle of the night, believe it or not. But but I turn my phone off. So I try not to answer that at 4 o'clock in the morning. But I'm just saying, unless they want to send me $1 million, maybe I'll wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. But getting off track. But you know, sometimes they're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to join your business. So they fill out this next form. Like I said, it's a sift and sort process. The bridge page that we have that Rick's developed, that's stage 2. See, right here is stage 1. Okay, this is stage 1. You're collecting all these leads to the top. Is this making sense tonight? I hope everybody, like you get the stage 1. This is the stuff that I've learned at events, live events. I went to the No Excuses event. I went to listen to Ray Higdon, Diane Hockman, all these people, Tim Irway. I've listened to all these top marketers. And then now we have this. We have a bridge page that then takes you into the system, the funnel, and then they sift and sort. They decide if it's for them. Did you know I hardly get any no's? I hardly ever get any no's. I don't get no's because they just unsubscribe. If they don't want the information, they just unsubscribe off of my list. Does that make sense? Crystal, you don't get anybody hollering at you or saying, no, I don't want your offer, because you're doing the same thing I'm doing. And it's like so wonderful, because then they fill out the form and then they get onto the team. That's also,
Well, that's the thing, is that they fill out the form, and, you know, if they want to, you know, if they want to leave information there, they can leave information there, and with a message, and that's when you can follow up with them in any way, and they're on your list. And again, like you said, if they're not into it anymore, they just simply unsubscribe. That's it. I mean, it's they're the ones. Or if they're like, where did you get my information? You just say, okay, you filled out this form. Oh, okay, I forgot about that. So, and that opens up a new talking point there, because a lot of people don't even realize what they fill out at sometimes. So, but yeah, it's not nobody's coming after you or anything like that. It's not looking for them that you're actually just cold calling them. They're coming to you, and if they forget what they signed up for, you just explain it to them. So that's all you do. And then, you know, then we follow up like our team does with again, validation with a 3-way call. So there's every single step. You've got it, you're working in the background, and then afterwards with the 3-way call, that's where we help you close them, and that's it. So it's real, you know, it's like you showed that funnel, it's like 3 steps there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of other internet marketers that make it really difficult, and I've listened to them before, and I'm just like, wait a minute, let's break this down much more simpler. Like I said, I'm
well,
because you've been building your business, and you've been ranking up, and then your people in your team been ranking up, and this is the key to any residual network marketing company, whatever it is that you want to do. You have to have people have to realize that this is all about duplication and helping people. You know, duplication equals helping people, whatever you want to word it, and you are doing that. So you have team members then that join Get Fearless Freedom, and then same thing, rinse and repeat. And that's the cool part about it. Right, Crystal?
but you know, like with this, you know, that's with those other programs that a person can get for thousands of dollars, literally, and you have to learn that on top of everything else. So you're trying to run a business, and, you know, say, you know, get whatever product you have out there in front of people, and try to learn a marketing system. It just does not work, and it takes away so much time and money, and it just doesn't work. I've been in them, and this is literally so simple. If you follow Tammy's steps and her videos, it's all laid out there. And I've helped, you know, people, you know, I've answered questions for them, and, you know, and trust me, they don't have any computer background, but they're willing to learn and able to get through it just fine. Yeah, there's a few things that, I'll Zoom with them to help them figure it out. But all in all, they actually do have it set up correctly. They're just, second guessing themselves. But that's it. It's really newbie proof, but professional and everything, and a good cost. You'll never find anything at a better cost. You won't. And they're constantly, Rick is always working on it. So in the background, and if you want customer support, he's the one. So you email support and he gets on it right away. You don't have to work with huge corporations or anything like that you have to wait a day or two to get your marketing up and going. So it's really easy. And we've got the system to go with the opportunity. So that's what's great about getting the gold and silver out there along with this funnel. It works really slick.
Yeah, it really does. It I can go ahead and do a real quick demo for anyone if anyone wants me to. Anyone that's an existing or new person into our system. Valerie, I think you are, and who else is on here? Let's see here. I try not to sell it to anyone else that's currently a 7K member. I try to keep it to us, but it is general. They find it anyway and they buy it. That's one thing that has happened to me. So let's just do a real quick demo, right? Let's just say, and it's up to your enroller whether they're going to take the 200, or $97. So let's just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and end